Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the next chapter, that is 18, sound and production of sound. In this lesson we are going to see about the next part, the pitch, intensity and level of sound, which we have seen some part in 6th standard how the sound is produced, but again we have to revise in there with the help of this example. So observe that some events are given in below. Put the tick mark, write tick marks like this in the box if you have experienced these all event. If not, then you have to put this cross mark. So you do this activity at home in your textbook with help of pencil. Now in that some events are here, the clap of hands they given, some musical instruments they given, firecrackers they given, knocking of door they given, whistles they given, again mobile ringings, it is vibration there, again some bells they given, metal utensils they given, thunder claps it is there, speaker it is there. So if you are seeing, if you have experienced this sound, then you have to put tick mark in there, and if you not, then make a cross mark. But I think all you have experienced this, all the sounds of this. So it is seen that from above example, the sound is generated, children, due to the variety of the events. For example, here some in that you are thinking that the sound is vibration is necessary for production of sound. If bell is there, musical instruments is there, so in that you can observe, you can feel the vibration in there. But some other examples are there, in that lightning strike is there, bursting of firecrackers is there, clapping is there. So you are thinking that teacher, in that vibration is not there, how you are telling the vibration is there in the sound is produced only. So if you are seeing these all vibrations are imparted to the molecules in the air, and then only the sound is produced. So for every sound there is necessary of the vibration, then only sound can produce. Now small example I will give to you. Here you have to take the stone and you have to put in the lake. Now in our Siddheshwar Talab is there. If you are throwing the stone in there, first you can observe the waves like this. Yes. Now these waves then going like that, and it can reach to the bank of lake, and the vibration reaches our ears and the air through the air, and the sound is produced in there. Yes, all you observed this. So here you can means you can understand the vibration is necessary for production of the sound. Again, medium is also necessary for this. Without medium we can't hear the sound. Now next we will see the next part here. Yes, here some musical instrument they have shown. When you are stringing some musical instrument, here they have told about the tanpura. If you are plugged that tanpura, the string vibrates, and if you are seeing, the two end of the vibrating strings are still. So it then also vibrates, string moves one side or to the central point position and come back to the central again there. So this motion of the string is repeated again and again at the fixed interval of time. That is known as a periodic motion. Yes, that which we have seen in last year in 6th standard only. So example of periodic motion, it is of revolution of earth around the sun, it is there. Again of the pendulum of clock, it is there. So in that it can repeat it in fixed interval of time. Yes. Now, when the sound is produced, sound is generated by the rhythmic vibration of an object. So, rhythm is there, vibration is there, then only it can produce the sound. So, we can hear the sound as long as the object vibrates. So, when vibration is there, that time only you can listen that. You can hear the sound. But when we touch the vibrating object with our hand, so it vibration stops, and we no longer hear the sound. Sometimes we can hear this vibration, but sometimes we cannot, because the vibration are so minute that we cannot see with our eyes. But you have to keep in mind the vibration is necessary for production of sound. Now next here they told that make a list of a musical instrument and find out which musical instrument vibrates and produce the sound means which part it can vibrate. You have to find out that. So such vibration that produces sound can be studied with the help of simple oscillator. So that only I am going to explain what is oscillator, oscillation and oscillatory motion. Now children, you are going to the garden, in that swing it is there. So you are observe the swing carefully. Yes, so like this swing is here, I am drawing somewhat here. Consider this girl or boy is sitting on that. Yes. So if you are observing the swing, air motion of swing, it go to swing at there, and here they told that mark as the central point. Yes, and then you give that swing, pull that swing to one side and let it go and observe the swinging of that. Here the swingle when swing means it can seen to the across to the central position again and again as it moves from one end to the another end of the swing. Yes, it will goes back, again come to central position, again come for. Yes, so the swing moves back and forth. This is a oscillator, means this swing it is a oscillator. When the swing moves from one end to another end, it returns to the starting point. It is sent to the oscillation. Means here it complete one oscillation, going back, coming forth. It complete one oscillation. Now what is meant by oscillatory motion? So that only the back and forth motion of oscillator on either side of a central position is called as oscillatory motion, children. Yes, this is about the oscillation. Oscillate means oscillator, oscillatory motion. Now next part we will see here. Yes, here that for they told that take a empty bowl of glass or plastic, and you can choose and stretch a rubber band in that here, and you can do this with the, now you jerk the rubber band and repeat this applying small and greater force. When you are taking some such small rubber band, if you are releasing, means if you are applying more force, it can stretch morely, children. Yes, and if you are applying small force, it can stretch smallly, and it can give the sound also small depending upon our vibration. Yes, if you are applying more, greater force, the stretch is more, and that amplitude means the maximum distance. Here A and B is they given position. So it is of depends in the maximum distance between the original position and the B on the stretching of rubber is called as amplitude. When you are applying greater force, the rubber stretched is more and the amplitude also increases, means the distance is also increases. And if you are applying small force, then it is applied a stretch is less, then the amplitude is also smaller and the sound is softer. So here if you are seeing again one more example they given, you have to take a thread and tie a wooden ball or iron ball, anything you choose, and suspend it from here like this they have shown. Yes, now here main position is this. Now such oscillator is called as simple pendulum. Now give a oscillatory motion, swing this to the pendulum. Now this is the maximum distance between the original position. Now this is original position, and when it will swings to here B and C. Yes, so this AC and BC, these are the amplitude of the oscillation. Means this is a distance, children. Yes, so that is known as the amplitude of the oscillation. So you can do this at home and observe the oscillation, how it will take, and what is the time for completion of oscillation, that also you can find. And here they given that a stretched rubber returns to original state, and when it releases, this property is called as the elasticity, that which we have seen in last year. When a stretched rubber band vibrates, then its elasticity work at that times. All the while the pendulum oscillates, the gravitation means earth gravitation is at the work. So today we'll stop here. Next part we'll see in the next video. Thank you.